Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's actually been quite a while. We did have quite a lot planned over the last few weeks, but I've actually sustained quite a few injuries, so they got postponed. Also, there was a change of training plans because I went over to a new coach, Mr. CALUM and just been kind of really going through the plans over the last like 4 weeks or so, just kind of getting used to them. Had quite a few adjustments we needed to make. It was more of like a recovery side of things because there's quite a lot of big movements throughout the plans because we're trying to bring up my upper half a lot through my upper chest shelf and shoulders, arms. But with that, there was a lot of obviously demand exercises through legs and pulling through the back. So it was more of a recovery, and like I wasn't actually coming through sessions. So it was coming to a point now I'm actually needing to train 4 times a week instead of 5. So it was just a lot of tweaks here and there to kind of get the plans, and we're kind of in a spot now where they're pretty much perfect. So I'm going to run you through the push session. Well, there's got 2 push sessions a week, so we're running through one of them today. And there'll be a little bit of biceps at the end. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll speak through the session kind of into some of the exercises and why I'm doing them.
I'm probably like one more build up now. There you go.
So, first exercises, 3 sets of lateral raises. Kind of go for a bit of a moderate weight into heavy weight, and then we do a lighter weight to finish the third set. It's really, these connect very, very well for me, probably more so than the cables. I don't know why. I'm probably the only person that actually connects better with the dumbbell side raises than I do with the cable. I can just get a lot of weight and I connect very well with it through the motion. This really fatigues and really sets up to go into our pressing movement. So we're actually kind of very, very warm, a lot of blood in the shoulders, and then we can kind of just go into press movement very ready. So, just for reference, I did my first set with 40 kilos. I'll do my heavier set with 45s, and I'll drop down to 30, 35 on the last set, depending on how I'm feeling after the second set. Squeeze the reps. Come on. Good. Last set, give it. Yes.
Nice in the back of your head there, Greg.
I see them around. You don't know about my superpowers.
Just go to failure for those ones.
Yeah, failure on everyone's. Just obviously a certain rep range. So first rep range I think is like 10 to 15, and then you're like maybe 6 to 12, and then you go quite high, like 15 plus for your last set. So obviously if you had done those weights fresh, you'd probably be doing different weights, but the fact you're also fatigued from the first to the second, you've got to keep adjusting to what you know you're going to get for that rep range.
What's next?
Smith. Before we were doing a little bit more bias to chest and one a little bit more bias to shoulders, where like both our push sessions are quite equal. Before we were actually not doing as many kind of like pressing, more compound movements and like a little bit more auxiliary work towards the end. Whereas now we're doing like maybe 3 press movements each session and 2 auxiliary to 3 auxiliary. So it's very more balanced. Like each session is pretty much exactly the same, as in like it's hitting chest and shoulders like very much the same in every single session, but different exercise selections. So is getting a little bit more stimulus throughout the session. You're just hitting the muscles a little bit more. And like I said, more compound, so much more are probably going to grow from this session than much more detail work, if anything. So, but I mean, the exercises are still the exercises that work for me. Incline Smith works well. Same when I do Smith for shoulders. And just the machines are still the same. There's some machines were missed out, like some of the Panata presses, because we don't feel it as well as other. So this is like a bit more back and forth where me and Callum went, like, I feel this exercise works well, whereas he's like put this one there. I was like, this one's going to work better for me. So it's always kind of good to go back and forth with a coach. As much as like an exercise they feel is great, it might not be great for you just to be your setup where you don't feel it as well as others. It just depends. But like I said before, we've pretty much hit a very sweet spot where I think the sessions are really spot on now and are working very well. So there's still no difference to really how we set up, loading up towards the set. Still just going to be little build-ups, plate or half plates at a time. Anything kind of up to 4 reps, really feel you feel comfortable, but obviously as the weights pick up and you're getting close to your sets, maybe just like 1 or 2 power warm-up, just to really feel the weight, make sure you're ready to go into the next weight and just get ready for your top set. There's still no difference to that. Hold on, let me get my hand in, Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yep.
When let's fucking switch on. Yes. Fucking was now. Come on. And drive. Yet.
Holy shit. That was a PB. Now the next thing, get these fucking things off. Who's flashing ass cracks? Oh. That. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh. Teamwork.
My kids. I'm just getting ready for school.
Right, lock it in, let's go. Yep, power, let's go. Oh yes, easy. Solid, keep that, let's go. Don't lose that motion. Keep going. Power's there. Yep. Again. Let's go. Yep. Touching you, just there you go. Nice, lock it back. Set. That's it.
What was that?
A lot. Mike, play that shit back.
You filmed it?
Yeah, run that. Good. What's that?
Let's fucking go. Easy. Fucking going. Come on, man. Let's plunge now. Yep. Nice. Again. One more. Let's go. I've got you. Finish it. Yes, there we go. Lock it. Nice. Well done. One thing you'll notice about these sessions from the other sessions, if you've watched them, you'll notice that there's no intensifiers really. We've literally maybe do like 1 a session. It's literally just a load and back off. A coach really wants to see how much little volume I can get away with in the sessions, just to really keep fatigue and fatigue down, recovery at optimal. So obviously still want to try and push as much heavy weight as possible. So obviously trying to take out intensifiers in sessions, I can kind of do a lot more of heavy weight throughout the session because I won't be as taxed doing the intensifier sets. So so far it's working very, very well. I can see a great difference in thickness and size in there, so it's maybe just a mistake I was making myself. So it's kind of good that we've started this kind of program into the session. Obviously sessions are still very, very taxing. You can still put as much effort and energy into sets and get away with like much better numbers because you're not taxed from doing the intensifier. So far, very, very good, very much enjoying the sessions, because for me personally, I love pushing heavy weights and pulling heavy weights and so on. So yeah, it's just been better kind of setup for us, so hopefully it continues that way. 3, 2, 1, yep, 9. Good. Come on. Yep.
Oh shit.
Come on now, this is it. Oh, there's loads more, loads more. Yep. And again. You, all you. Let's go. Yep. Again, one more, one more. One more. Yep. Yes. Set. Come on, man. This is the reps. Yep. Again. Awesome. Rep to the death, let's go. Yep. Keep that motion, don't stop. Keep it tight. Good. Good. There we go, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Go, come on now. Yep. Push, good. I managed 7 plates now.
Are you wanting to do one?
I do in life? Yeah. Probably, I will at some point, like.
Right, come on then.
Lucas gets me up at half 4 every day now.
Fuck no.
Oh, honestly, it's fucking driving me wild there.
That's actually mental.
Every day he's up at half 4 and he like comes, like, obviously, comes in my room. And I'm in bed, like, nearest the door. He's like, Daddy, Sharko. He's going to watch on TV. So he goes, half 4, go back to bed. No.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do my first set at 5.5 then. Huh?
We're doing 7.
Next time.
We're doing 5.5.
Yeah. 5's fine, but I'll try 5.5. I'll definitely get 6, surely. I'll get over 6 reps, that's what I'm going to aim for. The angle that you start is hurting my elbow a little bit, so this will be fine.
Come on. And again.
All day, all day. Light work. Let's go, keep our motion, let's go. Keep your chest tight, come on. Yep, up. All day. Up. Nice. So we're doing these instead of just conventional flies. We do flies, just normal standing ones on our other push day. But these ones doing a bit more support to the chest so you can't move. and you can almost make it like a dual combo of like a press and a fly. So you go out quite wide and you come in a little bit in the last little bit and make it a press. So it hits like the very top line of your chest. You'll really feel like a great squeeze across your top line. Obviously, if you're lying on a bench, you need a bit of support, or you'd have to go quite light, but obviously, me and Cammy just push each other back into the bench so we stay quite stable and we can just go about the movement as normal. But for me, I feel these way more than doing just a conventional fly, because you're just much more stable. The range of motion just stays exactly the same. And like I said, you can just hit that top line so much better. Yep. Yep. Good. Yep. Yep.
Good. Good, man. Come on. Drive.
Come on.
Let's see then. Squeeze.
Lightweight, baby. Push that last bit at the end, get the knuckles up, squeeze that top line. Push out, yes. Towards the mirror, push it. Push them out. Yes, again. There's two there, drive. And again. This is the set we do the intensifier in the session. It's literally like the only one we'll pretty much do it on, so it's a triple drop. So from a top set, we'll do 3 drops after that. I'll just drop a pin every time. You really want to get, I think it's like 12 to 15 rep range in your first one. And then obviously you're just going to failure every single one. But like I said earlier, like, we're really just trying to push heavy weight. We're trying not to tax ourselves too much by doing loads of intensifiers, because we won't be able to recover into the next sessions. So this is like, we're just trying to push heavy numbers with a back off. And this is like literally our only intensifier set, which is not exactly a demanding exercise, but it's one you really want to drive much blood and get the detail out in the chest. So it's a good exercise to do it on. And you won't really feel too much fatigue from it. It's not like you're pulling fucking loads of weight off the floor. So it's just really squeezing the chest top line.
Come on, man. Good again. Yes. Come on.
Yep. Yep.
Good. Come on.
Yep. Fucking hell.
Good. Come on, man. This is the reps. Come on, let's see it.
Oh, shit.
Good, good.
Oh, how many is that? Oh, fuck.
5. Right, bash him out. Good. Come on, still there. Good. Use the chest, man, let's go.
Oh my god. Ow. It's like I was saying, like, our sessions take so long. It's not so much like the actual exercise take long, it's literally the preparation of the sets. So it's like, when we're doing like obviously Smith, it's sometimes like 4 or 5 build-ups, and it's like a little bit of rest, and it's like you really get into your top set, you have to give yourself a little bit of a rest before like your back off set and stuff. And then that can take up to like 20 minutes for an exercise, where some people only taking 5 minutes, but it's literally just the build-up and the preparation to get up to your heavy working set, because when you're moving that much weight, like I tell people, it's not something you want to take lightly no matter what. Like I'll do my build-ups the same way in preparation I'll do to my top set, because I want everything to be so precise. I don't want to go into my top set and just like mimic what I just done in my build-up with like half-assed, because then that's going to give me like a pec tear or an injury. I have to like brace myself, even with 1 plate aside, how I'm going to brace myself with 4 plates aside, because I want that to be consistent, so I know that I'm locked in and my movement is exactly the same. So like that is what takes us so long. But I mean, if you've got the time, great. But I want to be so accurate in my top sets, because that's what's going to make a difference to my physique and building that dense look to me. So the sessions maybe do take like 2 to 3 hours, but if that's what it takes to get a perfect session every time, it is what it is, and so be it. So it's just the preparation that takes so long in our sessions. Ooh. Ooh.
Good. Come on, man.
Up! Down! Up! Down!
Yep.
One more. Up! Down. Good. Come on. Good. Yep. Easy, again. You'll notice as well on this, we'll try and do like a little pause in the stretch. For me, like I struggle to connect very well with my arms. I don't know what it is, it just seems like the movement's a bit numb. So trying to eliminate actual body swing and movement has helped quite massively for me. So if I can go down control, hold the stretch and then just pull, instead of going down, rebound and move my shoulder and bringing it up. So I'm just trying to keep the movement as stable as possible. It's helped me actually quite a lot.
Yes, 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 yes. Nice.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh shit. Come on, man, up. Yep, 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 yep. And again. Good, one more. Up. Yes. Good. Fuck. Oh my god. So guys, that's push wrapped up, and if you got this far in the session, thank you for continuing to watch. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a kind of a summary of what's all been going on. So like I said at the start, I've had a couple of injuries. Probably about 5 weeks ago, went in to do deadlifts, worked up to 320, and on the first rep, don't know what went wrong, I think my hips were just a little bit tight and I actually ripped my hip. So I tore the muscle clean off, not clean off, but I probably got like a grade 1 tear off my hip. So I went a big bruise right around my hip. It's taken maybe about 3-4 weeks to actually let it heal. Just started doing deadlifts last week, which actually went very well. So it's just going to be a case of building back up from there. 2 weeks after I done my hip tear, I went in to do legs, and I actually ruptured probably about half the fibres through my quad on the hack squat, which was not so much of a sore, but it was a very obviously scary point, obviously with the amount of weight I had on the hack. Still a little bit tenderness now, so I'll probably still be missing out hacks just now. I can fortunately enough do leg press, not with so much weight, but still get enough weight on there to get a bit of stimulus in the muscle. Also mentioned at the start, I've actually changed over to a new coach, and we've came up with a new kind of game plan just now. Our new game plan now is to continue doing off season for a lot longer, and I'll be going back into shows 2023. Pretty much the game plan right now is to get up to a pro level physique, so that's with size, symmetry, proportions, conditioning and that kind of aspect of things, and just kind of go straight into regional qualifier, hopefully do very well, and then into a pro qualifier, very much intending to win my pro card, and then straight after that I want to go straight in and do pro shows, so there'll be no time off after that. We kind of really want to just absolutely nail these next 2 shows, looking very undeniable, and then go straight into a pro show and kind of hope to do very, very well. I have no doubt that we're actually going to do that. The way that it's kind of going just now and the way that I'm looking and progressing, it's going extremely well. So with another 9 months under our belt to look even better, I have high hopes for this. So very excited to finish off this off season and kind of present the best me yet. So there's going to be a lot more YouTube content, like I spoke about before. Hopefully getting these a little bit more consistent now and no more injuries, with programme being a lot better and recovery being a lot better. So hopefully we'll get these going every 2 weeks from now on, or every month, all things pending. But like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.